frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tighten down. There you go. He's coming. One. We got double up.
Mariota on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
He's checking.
Throwing is Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. It's Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal. Mariota dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll fake it. Now Love. He's going to fire one deep over them. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 40 worth the mic. 40 worth the mic. Check, 40.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Off of play action. Luck looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Lewis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Mariota. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchdown. as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Shoot.
The final shot before the break. Luck looking deep for him. And got his man complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set. And he takes it in for a Colts score. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, look out! Wide, 622. We want this. Check, red hot.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When the Titans selected Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans at number 22, I thought it was a perfect fit. Gives him a chance to apprentice a little bit with Wesley Woodyard right there next to him and eventually take over running that defense. He can hit, he can cover, everything you expect out of a first-round linebacker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A 2nd down run with Lewis, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he locates Walker, complete. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push.
And this is caught. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a one-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. A pitch back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first down throw for Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota, he's going to float this. He's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for two. Now Mariota, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Luck on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Luck. Oh, nice move. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Back to throw, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run forward with Hines, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the twist.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Mariota from his own end zone on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Pass complete to Paris Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 20, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Here's Mariota, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check out. Ready. Quick, alert. 11. General West. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 11B.
Throwing now, Luck. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Luck now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick. It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Dion Lewis. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Mariota. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
51.